And now let's turn to Sampada Korde, who is joining us from India again. And the name of the lecture is The Prevalence and Increase in the Rate of Chronic Heart Failure is increasing at a very high rate. Sampada Korde, thank you for
Ye-
joining us, and the floor is yours. You may start now speaking. Thank you.
Yes. First of all, good evening to all the respected faculties present. Basically, I'm Dr. Sampada Korde, and me and my colleague, Dr. Sneha Naik, we practice Ayurveda, pure Ayurveda in India, in the state Goa. Most of the people must be knowing. So we have a Ayurvedic clinic over there, and we are specializing to managing heart diseases, diabetes, and all the lifestyle disorders, okay, that are increasing in a very high rate today. This is a case study, okay, Ayurvedic management of CHF, that is chronic heart failure with low EF, low ejection fraction. Am I audible, sir? Yeah.
Yes, you are doing very well. We hear
Okay.
you, we can
Yes.
see everything.
Okay.
We are one
Okay.
big ear for your
Okay.
presentation.
Yeah, okay. So basically, if we go to see what is ejection fraction, so the heart's ejection fraction refers to the amount of percentage of blood pumped out of the heart's left ventricle with each contraction. So basically, ejection fraction, the values are around, if it is more than 70, it is very good. 55 to 70 is the normal function found in with most of the people. Below 55 is till 40 is little low function, and below 40 till like 10, 15, 20% is very, very low, which certainly requires medical attention. Then, what is congestive heart failure? So, congestive heart failure means when your heart is not able to pump enough blood to meet the body's needs. The heart is not able to pump enough blood which the body requires. The most common factors for congestive heart failure are shortness of breath and maybe coughing. Swelling is found in the feet, ankles, and legs. Then weight gain because of all the swelling and building of the fluids, and tiredness or fatigue because heart is not able to pump. So let's start with my case study. The case, 64 years male named as Santosh had come to my clinic. He approached on 5th March 2023. The symptoms he had were just occasional chest pain and discomfort, chest heaviness, and grade 2 dyspnea on exertion. He had DM diabetes since 15 years, hypertension since 1 year, chronic kidney disease from last 1 year. CHF and ISD was detected since 1 year. The investigations which he already had, okay, were 2D echo showed hypokinesis of anterior septum, apical septum, apex, apical segment, and mid-inferior wall hypokinesis. His EF was just 35% with grade 1 mitral trivial regurgitation. Okay. His blood reports showed serum creatinine was 2.6. His HbA1c was 8.6. Fasting was almost 227 and PP was around 404. He even had underwent angiography, which showed triple vessel disease with 90% of blockages around in LAD and RCA. So my diagnosis were CHF, chronic heart failure with ISD, ischemic heart disease, plus also known case of DM, HTN, and chronic kidney disease. If I go to see him with the Ayurvedic methods and ways of diagnosis, the first thing is we check the Prakriti. His Prakriti was Pitta and Vata Pradhan. Dosh Pradhanya during that time were Pitta and Kapha Dushti, and the Dushyas were Rasa, Rakta, and Med, which was mostly found in him. I thought on all of these, and my treatment began. The treatment started with Panchakarma treatment. So the first part in the treatment was Panchakarma. Twice a week, 90-minute sessions were given to him. In total, 14 sessions were given. The first thing in the Panchakarma included was Snehan, that is centripetal oleation with Arjun Siddha oil, which helps in improving the blood supply, blood returning to the heart, and also helps in balancing the doshas, relaxes the body, and it is a Vat Shamak. Then the second thing, this Snehan was almost for 45 to 50 minutes. The second thing was Svedana, which is one of the procedure in Panchakarma, that is Peti Svedan was given, steam bath. I used Dashmul Kada for that. It also helps in inducing sweat, that's excreting lots of salt, water, reducing the turbidity and viscosity of the blood. And in Ayurvedic ways, it is Kapha and Srotorodhar. So the basic aim was balancing the doshas, increasing his Agni, and mainly removing the Sroto Dushti. The second thing then was Basti enema, which was given to him. Uh, Basti was given with a 90 ml Arjun Siddha Kwath was used. It helps in improving the ability of heart muscles to contract. It is also Vaj Shamak and it is called as Ardha Chikitsa Basti and it is Hriday Balya. The fourth important thing was used was Hriday Dhara, which was done with Dashmul Kwath. So the Hriday was being like Dhara was done on the Hriday Marma. It helped in reducing his breathlessness on exertion by improving the blood supply and it acted as Hridbalya. So this was about the Panchakarma sessions. All the medicines used in even the medicine were Arjun, Punarnava. So basically, we given in powder forms and tablet forms, which included these sets of medicines: Arjun, Punarnava, Gokshur, Varun, Guduchi, Amlaki, Daru, Haridra, Iranda, and Triphala. The basic important thing was it should be Shothagna, it should remove the clade, it also should be Rasayan, plus being Arjun, it should be Hridya, cardiotonic, also Gokshur, Varun, Punarnava to improve his kidney function and being nephroprotective and diuretics. So this was about the medicinal use. Also, Triphala was used, Malashodhan, Ampachan, and Doshashodhan. Okay. Then also important, so two parts we saw Panchakarma and medicines. The third important part was his ahar. Ahar was strictly maintained with low calorie, low carbohydrate, moderate fat and protein, with high 50,000 almost ORAC value, high protein, low sodium, and anti-inflammatory food. If you go to see according to Ayurveda, Lagu and Ruksha Ahar, Langan was advised to him some important facts like eating only when you're hungry, drink only when you're thirsty, and also following all the Ayurvedic diet principles. Ashtav mentioned in Ashtavidhi Ahar. Then also, he was told strictly to avoid Kleda Yukta Ahar, like lots of bananas or Pitta Prakopak Ahar, like lots of oily fried, or Guru Ahar, like lots of bread or uncooked food. He was told to avoid it. Vihar, obviously, he was told to follow the Ayurvedic Dinacharya and Rutucharya, which is already mentioned in our text. For examples, getting early Brahme Murte Uttishte, then doing Danta Dhavan, then doing Kaval, Gandush, exercise, the very important part. Also, Snehan at home by himself, applying oil to his body and then doing basic exercises. Exercises included daily yogasana 30 to 45 minutes. Pranayam was focused on Anulom Vilom, Brahmari, and deep breathing. Meditation, Tratak, and Dhyan at least for 5 to 10 minutes. And daily positive affirmations like, yes, I can do it. I will get well soon. I want to do walking daily for 30 minutes. Allopathic medicines, he was already on some blood thinners, Telma for his blood pressure, metformin, Lasix, and statins. After 60 days of treatment, only his ecosprin was continued. His Telma, metformin, Lasix, Rosuvax, everything was stopped. The results I will show you in the next slide. So only within 2 months, after 2 months of treatment, Symptomatically, patient was feeling fresh, active, very energetic. He was very positive. No, doctor, yes, I can do it. I am feeling very good. I am feeling normal. He was following Dinacharya, Rutucharya very perfectly with a new vision. No dyspnea on exertion, no chest heaviness, and all other previous symptoms were gone. Now, parametric. Parametrically, his weight had reduced by almost 3 kgs. Also, his abdominal girth had reduced. This blood pressure on every follow-up we took, and it was around 120/70, 120/80. His pulse, which was very high during when he came around 90, 100, 110, it was reduced to being 70. His SpO2 also had increased to 98. The important thing is his important blood investigation. His GFR, which was on 3rd November 2022, was 57. He came to me in March. Then, after the treatment, it had a significant increase to 67. Blood urea had decreased from 38 to 34. Creatinine, importantly, from 2.6 to 1.2. Uric acid also reduced. Cholesterol, importantly, from 220 to 110. That's a very significant decrease even after stopping his statins and on our Ayurvedic medicines. Importantly, his HbA1c from 8.6 to 7. PP, which was 404 to 135. So every factor has had a change drastically. Also importantly, his 2D EPO reports. Most of the faculty around believes chronic heart failure or the EF cannot be increased. They mostly give blood thinners or something to subside the pain. But with Ayurvedic medicines, treatments, Panchakarma, Sharir Shuddhi, Panchakarma, all this can be possible. After his therapies, the ventricle was non-hypertrophied, non-dilated. Only minimum distal septum hypokinesis were present, and EF from 35% has increased to 60%, which is perfectly normal. Other cavities normal, valves normal, and all the grade 1 regurgitation had decreased to only mild mitral regurgitation. So these were like fabulous reports about him. Now, if I go to discuss how this happened, so basic important thing is samprapti should be, we need to search and study. So Dipan Pachan of doshas was done, Vat Anuloman and Vata Shaman, Dhatvagni Vardhan to reduce the kledas, and Pitta Shaman reducing the stress, physical as well as mental, reducing the fluid overload, improving his blood circulation, and good glycemic controls were some of the factors I stressed on. So the conclusion is within 60 days of treatment, Ayurvedic management using Panchakarma, proper diet, exercise certainly helps improving the blood supply, function, and the capacity of the heart. Not only heart, but diabetes, hypertension, and all such diseases can be very well maintained. Creatinine levels were also back to normal. GFR is increased. Also, chances of survival and the quality of life has increased of the patient. So that's it. I believe you could learn something. Thank you very much. If any questions are welcome. I hope I was audible. I was traveling back home from my OPD, just got late, so I started the presentation in my car itself. Sorry for the inconvenience.
And it's not an inconvenience at all. I was wondering what space you are using, if it is your lab or if it, but it's your car, obviously. Thank you
Yes.
very much, Ms. Sampada Korde, for all the necessary work that you do and the presentation that you shared with us. It was very valuable, and we were honored to have you here. Thank you very much. As for questions, I think your topic is quite a specialized one, so I can't see any questions from our viewers. But you can enjoy now your evening, which was a little bit interrupted by us. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. So I will urge all the viewers and the participants to surely go for Ayurveda and try all the therapies and concepts which are very, very subtle and very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you also for your recommendation.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.